There are business leaders out there who achieve what they want. And there are all the others. Leading is a discipline, an art, not a talent. You can learn it, you can even master it. Make sure you get what you want.
Good morning, good afternoon, evening, hello and welcome back in the Live It, Lead It podcast. It's me again, Olaf Kapinski from the Greenfield. I walk the dog again, and his name is what? As a little reference to Mr. Einstein, and I think I still see there is a little intelligence gap between Mr. Einstein and this furry person here. Whatever, if you have a dog, I think I just put a picture of him in the show notes, which you can find liveitleadit.com, so that you know what I'm talking about. So, don't tell them what to do is the title of the episode. Don't tell them what to do. Them are your employees or directs. Let's start at what I see everywhere. Here's this employee. He is doing something, presentation, a task, whatever. And the manager is explaining in detail how it needs to be done. So let's take a very easy example, which is a presentation. I ask my directs, I need this, that, and the other, this process in a presentation, and this person then delivers this presentation. So here is this boss who tasked them, or this person, and here is this employee who delivers. And the boss gets upset because he receives one page in PowerPoint where this to be explained process is on. There is not one letter that is bigger than 16 points. It's quite small. It's extremely precise. Really, everything is on. Everything is on. And then this boss manager goes upset and explains the employee that he has to do this in 3 pages, and the letters have to be bigger, and the colors need to be the corporate standard colors. Okay. So, employee goes away, does the same thing again. And you know how this ends. It ends with the sentence of the boss, "Oh my goodness, why do I delegate? I could have done this by myself. I would have been much faster." Yep, exactly. So, let's take this example. And we are very, very good in teaching our employees on, if you have a presentation, then don't go below 18 pixels, and you have to corporate template, and da. All of this, what? We tell them quickly. Don't do this. Tell them why. I'm not the inventor of why. This is Simon Sinek's. I'm writing on Simon Sinek. But I'm a big user of the. So, if you are in this position that you gotta have a presentation and you want to delegate this to an employee of yours, maybe this is a new thought because you've given up and you're doing all your presentations by yourself because you're the only in the company and your employees are just only delivering crappy presentations, then give it a shot and tell them what they gotta do. What they gotta do means, okay, I need this presentation. This, that, and the other is on it. This audience, this is the setup that I'm expecting. So setup means it's different if you need a presentation to be on a desktop or to be seen on stage. I have that amount of time available. This is my audience. This is what this audience already knows. This is what I want to transport. Does that make sense, employee? And the employee says, "Oh yeah, in a way, I have this, that, and the other question." And then he did the questions, and then he comes up with a proposal, with a presentation. This is my experience. He comes up next day with a lot of questions. I understand what I got to do. I've done this one. I've used the company templates, obviously. I have this, and here's question 1, question 2, question 3, question 4. This is how learning works. Now, this employee is growing. Now this employee is learning how you tick, what's important for you, what's not. This employee delivers a presentation. And finally, and then you have 2 things that you don't like at the presentation. Now you're again not talking about what you want to have changed. You talk about the why of the presentation. So, example. there is no starting slide on it. So the employee just started right into this thing. And again, you can put this example on everything that you have around you. And you know this will be a presentation which you will be holding on in front of, I don't know, the board, for example. And you want to make sure that the board, that the people of the board, the employee, well, your bosses, your bosses, remember your name. Absolute valid statement. And if you have the chance to go and present directly to the board, and the further they are away from you, like in the food chain, the more is what I'm saying now. The more you want to make sure that you deliver an awesome presentation and that they remember your name. So now you can do two things. Again, what everybody is doing is, oh, employee, you messed it up. It is evident that I need to have a starting slide with my name on, and that I need to have a finish slide with my name on as well. What if you just explain your thought to your employee? Don't tell them what to do, tell them why. I have the chance to speak in front of the board, and I want to make sure that they don't miss my name, don't forget my name. So maybe the employee comes up with, hey boss, I've made you this start slide. I was playing around with your name on it, but it looked a bit too catchy, so I've made this a bit smaller, and I've made this in a way that it doesn't stick out, but it's already visible. Additionally, I changed the copyright section of our corporate designs to your name. So whichever slide you have popped up, your name is visible bottom left side, and I've adjusted the color a little bit so they will see it, they will read it. I have your presentation, I have your name put on the last slide, which is the do you have any further questions slide. Is that cool with you? Oh yeah, it is. So this is about delegation. Don't tell them to do, tell them why. You are not hiring, or you haven't hired completely idiots. You have hired professionals. If you work together with professionals, then don't tell them what to do. By definition, you must be around. By definition, your employees must be better in their profession than you are. Well, because if not, then you don't need to hire them. And if they are better than you, why do you tell them what to do? So tell them why they got to do this. Tell them what to achieve. We're talking about goals now. We're talking about vision. We're talking about idea. We're talking about what do you really want to achieve. Leave the how they achieve it with them completely. Yeah. So that's a little inspirational episode from me. So if you like, write me. olaf@liveitleader.com. Let's see if we are on track with this podcast, how this goes with you, if this is the right setup, if you are okay with me running around here and sharing inspirations with you, or if you say, no, I need a highly polished episode from the recording studio and it needs to be scripted, write me. I'm not sure if I introduce all the changes that are asked, but let's get into a discussion, because I don't do this podcast for myself. I do this podcast for you. I want to inspire you as a successful leader in IT in Europe. I want to help you get better. I want to help you to create better and better results. And I want that we both have fun. You while you listen, and I while I do this. Okay? So have a good one. This is Olaf. Bye.